Good morning, everyone. This is Frankie Dolacent. I'll be taking over the Friday webinar today, and I'm not going to take too much of you guys' time today. Today, I just want to really answer any questions that some of you may have on this webinar. So, what I'm going to do is go over a few things for like 5 minutes or so. And then after that, I'm gonna leave the floor open for anybody that have any questions or any currency they want me to look at, or any concerns they have, any problems they've been having with trading, and then we'll move on, go from there. The first pair that we have marked up here is the Stochastic, the Euro USD time frame. Yeah, usually I do the 4 hour time frame, but today I'm gonna go over the hour one because the hour has a better formation going on to explain everything. If I could see that it's a clean W. It's not clean really. It's not a straight W going on here. But let me draw it for you guys. For the new people that might not catch that, it's creating a W right here in the hour time frame. Right, that made a huge drop. That was news last Friday. Boom. Consolidated. It went up a little bit to get the second leg of the W. Then boom, made the third one here. And now it's trying to create the last leg of the W to create this, to continue that uptrend that it's in. Okay. Now UJ is kind of doing the same thing, but also not. UJ is also almost about to actually start selling. Erase this for you guys. Clear. On. We actually waited for UJ to actually start reversing, because overall, let me go to the weekly chart here. Actually, zoom in. All right, because overall, UJ is kind of a uptrend. It started an uptrend here. I'll show y'all why. I'll say that because this is the lowest point that it was. This is where it started, right here at the bottom. I just marked up that blue one. All right. This is the main resistance here. Main support. Main support down here, the blue one. And it went up. And keep in mind, this is a weekly time frame. So when the retracement happens in a bigger time frame, it takes forever to happen. So these are like all weeks going on. So EJ been like, it's been in a little downtrend for quite a while, but in the bigger time frame, that was just a little small retracement that it's doing, because it just indicated that it became an uptrend. Because look here, this is the low, and then it went up, consolidated down for retracement, and then boom, it finally made a higher low right here. Boom, right here. This is the first low, went up, made the higher low. So that's indication that this is going to be starting to continue the buy trend, because if you go to the monthly time frame in UJ, actually, it's been in a huge uptrend already. But like I said, you don't actually worry about anything going on right here or up here. Just look at the moment. The moment is telling you that it just made the second entry over here. The entry actually happened like a few weeks ago. Kind of missed that. But it's kind of still safe to get in there. But right now, actually, it's not really safe at the moment to get in because it's actually at the moment about to hit the main resistance. That's right here. That's the zone that it's in currently. So about right here, it might just start retracing a little bit because it could retrace here and make a whole W, or it could retrace and do a triple bottom, which is, hit right here, boom, and hit right here, and it could possibly hit here again to retest, or just continue that uptrend and keep going. So yeah, that's what I got for UJ here. UJ is the long term buy. So I'm actually gonna try to wait for till Monday night or Tuesday morning London session actually to actually see if it's gonna hit that, because today's Friday, it's not gonna get up there by the end of the day. But it might be there Sunday. I'll say the latest might Monday, because it's not, it has to break this zone at one point. So I'll say by Monday night we'll fully know what UJ is doing. But right now it still has a little bit of room to keep going up, and it still has a possibility of dropping again right there. Actually, as we speak, so I'm gonna drop these drawing. All right. Does anybody have any questions so far for me, or want me to go over anything? Hold on. All right, nobody. Okay. I'm gonna go over at GU as well. It's the pair I was kind of looking at all week. Uh, all right. Um, so GU and EU kind of was doing the same thing, but I said the currencies don't move exactly at the same time, but they do similar activities during the week. I said EU was doing this uptrend. Go back to EU real quick. Boom. See how it went? It was going up. If you go to GU, kind of looks a little bit similar, but you kind of have to have like a trained eye a little bit to actually kind of see it. But they kind of similarly did the same things here. They hit the main support, obviously, and it doesn't really matter if you trade both of them or not. If you mark your support resistance, you will kind of already know that it's going to go up. But I said there's currency correlation that some currencies do the same exact things, just at the different times, which it did here. That's a perfect example because this is our time frame. Euro USD, and I go to the GU one, zoom out a little bit, and it kind of looks similar. But that comes with experience, with the training, with your trained eye to be able to catch those. So that's why I said when you mark up one currency, you probably know all the you'll know all the master all the currencies. Like you don't have to go and try to trade all currencies all at the same time and try to back out with all currency. You could literally take one currency and just milk it all day. Just literally get all your money from that currency, because every currency has $5.3 trillion in it. So it doesn't matter which one you go and try to get that money from. Just go get it from somewhere. Like don't go scattering everywhere and try to do like that. I know they say don't put all your eggs in one basket, but in forex that rule don't really apply. You could actually put all your eggs in one basket and be okay. So that's what I was gonna go over. Does anybody have any other currencies y'all want me to look at for you guys? I'll give y'all my bias for next week or what it's gonna do. You know the market is about to close this week. I mean, about to close today, so everything's gonna probably start slowing down. And I got two questions here. GPP CAD. All right. Good Britain CAD. All right. Probably don't have that here. Those of you who don't know how to add currencies on your computer, most of y'all just started, and y'all probably don't have all the currencies on your computer. All you really do is go to this little symbol here. Just click it, and this will pop up right here. This little market watch. It's called the market watch. And then you just double click the bottom, and you just put in the currency you want. So in this case, GPP CAD, and then you just press enter. Boom. You can exit out if you want. And you go to files, new chart, go to your currency list, and boom, it's right here. GPP CAD. All right, you got another question? But mark support. No, when I mark support resistance, I put them to the candle, not the wicks, because the wicks are really wicks are not good to put your support lines there because not all of them are the same size. So it's not really an accurate spot in the market because me actually explain that to you here. So for example, this one, that's really not a good place to put that there because that's what the candles did. That's what the candle did. So it didn't really break that or tell you it's going to break it. It's just that's not what a candle closed at. That's what it just that's the full candle. It's just telling you what the full candle did, and then it just retraced it. Because if you looked at that candle while it was forming, this candle right here with the wick, I'm marking it right here, then you'll probably think the whole market's going up, and it's probably not. But now if you move your resistance line down here, not everything's aligned. You can't really tell a support and resistance with just one candle. So you have to really be able to when you mark up your resistance support, you got to make sure your like stuff aligned with it. Like everything, like that's not one spot hitting that line. That's not really showing you true resistance. So I can zoom out here. Uh, Let me actually go to the 4 hour time frame here and zoom out. If I zoom out here, this line been there's was a resistance right here. I mean, it was a support right here. It went up. You see how it was the last time it hit it all the way over here, which was a while back. Boom, and it dropped. Majorly, that's 4 hour time frame right there. So as you can see here, it's hitting that same spot again, and like I said, the market repeats itself. So what last time it did that, it hit exactly that spot. Look what it did. I was like probably like a 1,000 pip move right there. Actually, like if you wanna, Jesus, that's a lot of pips right there. But if you're a long term trader and you want to get in that trade long term, probably a sell long term. GPP CAD actually. So this we put that line. I think somebody marked this line here. I don't know who it was. Can't really erase it. Yes. So yeah, GBP CAD actually started this downtrend. I mean, it didn't start; it actually continue it because if you let me zoom out here. If you really look at the big picture here, it did a great, huge head and shoulders right here. So let me write that up for y'all who don't know. So a head and shoulders is really what it is like. Self-explanatory. It's really you made a head and two shoulders. Like that's what a head and shoulders is. And then when you make a shoulder and a head, you have to go down. You can't really go higher. That's how I explain it to people. So basically, what I'm saying, a head and shoulders, for those who don't know, is a downtrend pattern. So this is a head right here. This could be considered a head. I mean, I'm sorry. This would be considered a shoulder here, and then boom, we made this head here, and then boom, another shoulder. Now, any of these could be a shoulder. It's just really like which one you want to choose. Like these are like other entries because after the last shoulder is formed, that's when the downtrend starts. He's going to make higher highs, higher lows, and stuff. So any of these could be a head. So it could be one here. That's like another like 3 entries. One here because it went down, kind of past this, but it went back up to kind of level it up. So I could mark up my resistance and support there. So this one, I could put the ACI all the line right here. And I could put, let me erase these lines here. And then I could also put one here. See, like those are patterns that you kind of want to look for. And these, like I said, these patterns happen in like all time frames. Like, you don't have to really go into the 4-hour time frame and try to find these patterns. These patterns happen all the time, literally every single day in the market. It's the only thing is the timing and the stuff. Some people just miss it. Some people just happen to have it. So if I zoom in here, you can see how they all align. You see how the shoulders align. Your shoulders, like if you look at a person, shoulders align together right here, and then the head is always above the shoulder. You know, basically, so it's called a head and shoulder formation here. And then, boom, it starts going down. I see a possible sell long term, but yeah, I don't recommend trading today on Friday because Friday it will just Fridays it's about to close, so it's about to slow down. So if you do get in a trade, this you could actually get in the trade, but you won't see like any movement or profit yet, or it's going to be like really consolidating for the rest of the day. So if you get in there, you probably get in low lots, and plus you gotta be worried about the weekly gap because the gaps after when the week opens again, you don't know, the gap could be like 100 pip gap. Sometimes it could be like a 50 pip gap. So you got to be cautious on what when you get in a trade on Fridays. Like if you want to get in a trade on Friday, you got to be cautious of that because the gaps be taking people out before even week start, and it's called the weekly gap. It happens every single week, like every currency. So it's like you don't really notice it like that, but it happens. Like it's just really just breaking. Like it gaps the weeks, like it breaks them apart, and you really don't really see it like clearly, but it happens all the time. And it's not always big. It's just sometimes it does do a 50 pip gap, 20 pip gap. One time it actually did like a 200 pip gap one time. That was like last year. So it's a lot of people a lot of people got destroyed that week. I forgot what day. I think it was sometime in April last year that happened, and it was crazy. But yeah, so that's why I recommend you don't trade really or hold trades over the weekend, because some people they don't notice like the market still moves over the weekend. like it still moves. It's frozen on, like, all traders can't see it move, but the market's still moving. Currency never stops moving. Money don't sleep. So it literally is still moving. It's just paused because all the banks are closed, so you can't really trade over the weekend because the banks have to be open for you to be able to get in the trade. But the market still kind of still moves. You get what I'm saying? So it's not really like you trading it's paused. It's just you're not gonna see it move. Just like that. But yeah, for those who don't know, but so yeah, GBP CAD I see is a long term sale going on here. If you're trying to get in that trade, but I'll wait till probably Monday, or no, I'll probably wait till Sunday night or Monday or anytime Monday to actually see another formation to get in that trade. Because right now, as you can see, mark that up. This as you can see right here, it could start probably retracing here. You can see, right, like literally it's at there right now. This is kind of like a support because you see all these lines, how they align. See how they, if I put this at, let me show you. If I put this at this wick here, you see how nothing aligns with it like that, like recently? Then it's really not telling you nothing. You can't really tell a support resistance from one line. I mean, from one candle. So when I move it up here, now you see everything aligns with it right here. Everything aligns with that. So that's what you want to look for when you do market support resistance. This is what you want to kind of look for when stuff just aligns with stuff. And plus, currently right now it's right there. So it could possibly start retracing, or like this right here, it went sideways all day. So it could possibly do the same thing here for the rest of today, and then try to do a shot, try to move next week and continue the downtrend. So it has a stronger sell bias than a buy one. So, but right now it's currently at literally a little small resistance right now. I mean, I keep saying this. Some support right now. You make that blue here. Boom. So yeah, that's why you'd not really be able to be safe to get in a trade currently right now. If you do, yeah, trade, it'll most likely be going up. But if it goes up, then that's just a small retracement. You're not going to really see big profits on that. You you never want to trade against the trend, which is in this case is a downtrend. So that's what I got for GCAD here. Does anybody have any more questions? Any more currencies to look at? You are welcome, Alex Garcia. And congratulations, yo. You've been actually killing in the market. I've been seeing you watching the chat group. Keep doing your thing there, bro. I see everybody in that chat group kind of taking off. And this person said you could write that up here. And the only reason I don't have my stuff marked up here is because I want to show y'all, like I want y'all to see the process I go through every time I mark up a thing. Like I have my charts marked up from the beginning. Yeah, you welcome. Yeah, I always mark up from the beginning, but when I do these webinars and stuff, y'all always see me always mark starting a new graph because I tell y'all can mark up from any time, anywhere, on any time frame. So I always don't mark up my charts really, so I could show y'all the process I go to every time. Like I just open the chart, go to the 4 hour, and that's me personally. You could do like any like time frame that you're used to. you always start off with that one first. Like everybody has a different time frame they like. Mine just so happens to be the 4 hour one. But some people like the 15, some people like the 30 so far. So always start, because I tell people, always be comfortable of what you do, because every single individual looks at the market different. So whatever is comfortable with what you doing, something that works for somebody else might not work for you. So you always try to find something that works for you, like just you, because it's not like, because when you're trading, it's really not a team sport thing. It's like it's an individual thing, because I don't see what you see. I don't have your same mindset. And so everybody has, like, literally looks at the market literally with a different eye. So that's why I say whatever's comfortable with you, you do that and you keep doing that, because somebody could make 1K off a strategy they know, but when you try the strategy, you lose 1K. It's not that you don't know what you're doing. It's just you're not used to that strategy. You're not comfortable with that. That person is comfortable with that strategy. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't really go off somebody, stuff like that. But this is the basic support resistant. No matter who you are, you have to know that. But after that, whatever strategy you think works for you personally, you just keep doing that, and that's what consistency, like, literally do it, like repeat it every single time. Just keep doing it, and then you'll start seeing growth in your trades all the time. So UCAD and GCAD is actually doing the same thing. Because if we go to let me zoom out here. I mean, UCAD has actually been going up on a uptrend, but currently right now it hit the main resistance here. Y'all can see it actually hit it twice. And you see how the wicks, like, for example, see, these are perfect examples. All these wicks here. If I put it, see how these wicks are not the same size? I put this here, but this one was a wick too. So this one happened first. Actually, mark that up. This one actually happened first. And if you seen that one first, some people will put that there. You see that? It'll put that right here. But when this happens, and then boom, it broke, it passed it. As you see, it passed that. Some people will think it's a buy. And that's where you mess up. We go in there thinking that this is resistant, and then it just literally just pierced it a little bit. It didn't break it, it just pierced it, and then boom, you try to get, some people getting that buy and then get destroyed after that because they didn't really mark it up right there. So that's why I say mark it up exactly where the candles is. See how all of them align now? So that's the true resistance. Leaving all the candles are straight. And then boom, that's the real resistance. Because as you see, it didn't pierce it this time right here. It just went down after that. So yeah, when you mark up your silver resistance, don't really mark them up at the wicks, because the wicks are not the true definition here of resistance. Like they just literally just spike. It's really just a spike in the market that it does, and then to take people out. It's really to take people out, those wicks. So those things could be very confusing. But CAD is actually going down here because they actually did a double top here, hit right here, and CAD did like a little train track formation here, which is also a downtrend pattern here. See how all these candles are small, but they're literally not passing that, and then finally dropped here. So it could keep dropping all the way to this resist on support here at the bottom. So yeah, and I said it's not gonna probably happen today, but it could continue dropping all next week. So if you're already in that UCAD sale, then you could possibly stay in there and be safe for quite a while. And so you said gold. These people are bold. See, some people. The thing about this team, people actually trade gold, and like in the if you're like a real like real tail trader and stuff, most traders do not even trade gold, don't even want to look at it because it's so big, it's so thick. It's like this team has so much confidence to even trade that. And then y'all look at gold like it's nothing, but gold is like one of the biggest and strongest currencies to trade. And that goes for like all types of trading, like stocks, commodities, Bitcoin. It's like gold is like one of like the biggest thing to trade overall in all markets. And yeah, I just traded like it's really nothing. And I like the confidence that y'all have for that because, like I said, no matter what currency you master, you master all of them, and that goes for all trading too. Like support resistance goes with support resistance also goes with stocks and all the commodities and stuff. Like if y'all ever want to go through that route, support resistance follows you there too. Yeah, we don't get some more. Yeah, see, that's what gold is like the one of the strongest like things to trade because if you trade that in gold in the stock market, you can make a lot of bread too. It's really like very strong, and then but y'all look at it like it's nothing, like it's like a regular currency. It's like, and that's why I like to go over gold too, because yeah, they make it look like a huge monster, like a big scary monster and stuff, but it's really just like everybody else. Like it's not really nothing serious. But once you know it, and you will break out a lot on that. But and then all these small moves that here, these things, that currency moves so big. So any little small movement, any little small retracement could possibly take you out the market and be done. Yeah, see, like it can't wipe you out just like that. That's how big it is. But once you know, you know. See how this made a double bottom W at support, and it went up. Yeah, if you're tracing a little bit, because that's just gold being gold. This big candle right here don't happen in a whole bunch of currencies like that. That's just gold being gold right there. But it doesn't matter. It already hit uh support here. Oh, it's a W formation or a double bottom. It's like every other currency. It's really just it's like it don't really do nothing special. Like because it's gold, it's big. No, it's really it still has to follow its rules of the market. Like there's rules in the market that no currency, no matter what you're trading, can't break. And support and resistance is one of them. So it really doesn't matter what's going on if it's like at support resistance because it's there. But the thing about gold is just moves so big that if you have a little small SL, that small SL could take you out like that because that's how big it moves. It moves like about 10 pips to like a movement. That's how big it is. But if you know the market, we don't like you said in the chat, like we don't guess the market over here. Like we actually know the market. Like we follow the market, we know what it's doing. So we don't really guess everything over here. But you still gotta put that you can lose still. Like always 100%. But at the end of the day, we don't guess the market. The market has to do what it do, and we just follow it, and we help you be able to follow the market too. But yeah, gold is hit. As you can see, gold hit the support here. So y'all already know that's a buy. But if you get if you already missed this entry, because if you don't catch a perfect entry on gold, then you don't want to get in that like that. Like if you don't catch it at the support that right there or at resistant, then you don't want to get in that trade because any little retracement could possibly take you out just like that. So, but as you can see here at support, it doesn't matter if you got it. If that entry was here, if your entry was here, If your entry was right here, what are you worried about? There's no, what is that? Like it literally bounced off and went up. Like it's like come on, like it cannot break it. Like it's done. Like it's literally the market's literally like you cannot go here no more. So like you cannot. It's already you done. It's over. And then see that little move and small in other currencies that this will probably be like a 20 pip move or something. But this little small little move right here is like a 60 pip move. That's not even news. That's not even thing. That's just the regular trade. You just get in that. And you caught 60 pips off it like that because it moves so big. It moves so strong. So if you catch that perfect entry, even if you scalp that, you'll bank out just like that. And as you can see, if I go back in time on gold, you see I hit the resistance confirmation telling me that next two candles after that did not hit. Come on, no brainer. And then boom, I could even throw the Stochastic oscillator on that. Like, come on, like this. The market is not scary. Like people make you so scared of the market. So like it's just the market has to do what it do. Like it can't change itself. So all these joints here. See, 3 bands off gold in a few hours, one time. See, just like that. It's simple. But like I said, it still does what it does. But if your account really can't hold gold retracements, then I recommend you not to go hold that because even a 20 cent loss, a 20 cent or probably a 10 cent could literally like kind of take you out like that. Like it could catch you. I seen it done before. I seen a 10 cent actually blow a $200 account from gold. Like yeah, I seen it happen in my eyes. So it's like that's how big these movements are in there. But if you could trade gold, you literally could trade any currency. You can't. Yeah, you can't go. Yeah. You can't even go to less than 10 cent on gold. On most brokers, some brokers will allow you, but some of those brokers are just have low leverage. It's basically like American brokers. You can't really go savage on there. But yeah, even in a lot of brokers, you can't even go less than 10 cent. And that like I said, a 10 cent blew a $200 account on gold, just like a small retracement. So it's just like it's still big. Like I'm not saying like you just go in there and you be alright. You still gotta be cautious about the spread and stuff on that currency. See how I hit resistance here, and then Stochastic. You see how gold Stochastic told me it's dropping. Boom, right there. Boom. Actually, yeah, right there. Right where this candle started. It started retracing. Oh, yeah, hold on straight. Uh, right where it started dropping here. Yeah, she told me. Boom. It's not really perfect in a way, but the sword stick is already too high right here, anyways. So boom, it dropped. It consolidated. See how it consolidated here on the sword stick. It went sideways here actually. Like I said, the stochastic is just basically the market in a line chart. It's like it's still the market. So this is a consolidation. It's consolidated down, but overall, if you look at the candles, it's just been consolidating down, and you'll bank out. So in this little whole little zone right here, because in other currencies, those zones are not that. They're big, but they're not as big as gold. So this little zone right here, that's about 250 pips right there, like drop from this red line to the blue line. So if you get like $1 lot, you made just 2K right there, 2,500, and this is just from like last week alone. Gold moved already 250 pips. Like some currencies don't even move that in like 2 weeks. Like currencies don't move that big like that often, but gold does that like it's nothing. Like you'll see 100 pip moves, 200 pip moves on gold like every time, like every week. So gold is like a huge monster. Like if you master that, you'll be able to trade every little, like literally every currency. Like if you master gold, but gold is like another. It's still a big, like bad, like currency. But if you could get that, and plus we make it look like it's nothing. Like you said, we don't guess the market, so gold is nothing to us anymore, like it was back then. But through experience, through our nights and stuff, we just realize gold is just another old currency doing what it has to do. But yeah, gold is actually, to answer your question, gold is actually going to start buying again because it just wants to resist it and hit the main support again. Confirmation, I already told you, it's gonna probably retrace back to hit support again, but most likely it's going to go by because gold doesn't really try to take you out if it really follows its rules because it's too big to like actually try to take people out. But yeah, it's actually going to buy here. You're welcome, man. My confirmations are off. My confirmations are off the 4 hour. I look at the hour too sometimes, but what the confirmation that you want to look at, no matter what time frame you want to look at, I will have heard like you see how the this last green candle hit the last one that actually hit support. The next two candles after that did not even hit it after that. See this one right here and this one right here. It did not hit. That's the confirmation. If I go to the 4 hour, it says the same thing. But the 4 hour it's a 4 hour chart. So like right here, it didn't complete it yet. It didn't complete the form yet because this last candle hit it, the support. This is the same support in the hour. And you see these last two candles, the next two candles after that did not hit it yet. But keep in mind, the last candle in the 4 hour time frame did not close yet. So I can't really confirm long term yet what it does. But if this candle does not hit this line again, then that's my long term confirmation that's gonna buy. But from the hour time frame, it already completed that. It already did that. So I could say in the hour time frame that it's a buy. But when you see it in the 4 hour time frame, then that's a confirmation of a long term, like long term. Yeah, it's about to start buying now. I get that, but it really doesn't matter. That the one thing that you really have to focus on. I was reading the question. How do you try? Um, but yeah, let's say the when you wait for those confirmations, no matter what time frame you're in, you just have to look at that confirmation that the two candles after the last candle that hit support or resistance, the next two candles after that one specifically, if it does not hit resistance support again, then that's confirmation that it's going to go that direction. And to try your SLTP and stuff like that, that's a question that was asked in the group, the chat just now. And what's a good broker? I mean, the broker that I use is Tradeaway and Awanda. Those are good brokers, but the US brokers, they have too much restrictions on like stuff. Some US brokers don't even let you trade gold. Like it's like that's why I really don't I recommend the U.S. brokers like that because they have a lot of restrictions. They don't let you do a lot of stuff. They control your money more than you do. It just have how the U.S. is just they just like to control everything. So what I recommend is Trader's Way. And Awanda is a good Awanda is actually a U.S. broker, but Awanda is it has like small leverage. You can't really control your money how you want to. I like to be in control of my money more than someone else is. So Trader's Way, that's why I recommend Trader's Way, because Trader's Way is like the one of the it lets you it's more free. It gives you more freedom with your bread, like with your money. Yeah, 2 4 hours. You determine your. I didn't get the question. You said, do you determine? Oh yeah, your TP. Yeah, of course. The TP is really your TP is your the next resistance. Really, it's just that's what it is. Let me zoom out here. Like your TP, like your SLs and TPs are is your next. Like this is like if I let's say I get in the buy here, like after I see this confirmation is done. If I get in a buy right here, my TP is right here. The next resistance. That's TP. That's the next because at one point in time, it has to get back up here. You know what I mean? Because it's already confirmed to me that this is a strong support. So that means it's not gonna go back down there anytime soon. So if it can't go down no more, what else can it do? It has to go up, and then when it goes up, kind of has to go back up here, and that's like a 200 pip move, but that confirmation is not done yet to actually get in that. So I'll probably wait till next week to see the formation because this could possibly test this support again to get up there. So I'm gonna wait till actually next week to see if that gold is gonna start buying. But to be long term, to be extra confirmed, but I already could tell from the hour it's gonna to buy. But the 4 hour gives me a stronger confirmation. Like it's like it's not a guessing game no more. It's like it's for a fact now that it's going to go up. You feel me? So yeah, so TP is really your next resistance. Like if you mark up your support resistance correctly, like that's your exit point. Because support resistance is your entry and exit point. That's why I say like that's where you get out the trade. Like if you get in a buy at support, your resistance is where you want to get out that buy. If you get resistant, if you get an entry at resistant, your TP is your support. Like you have to. That's because you're trading your zone right now. You're not trading the whole market. You're trading that zone. So you have to be able to get out at that moment. You have to be able to get out that zone and then be done with the trading. And that's how you really trail your like when you have a SL. So you could just trail your SL in between these zones. Like every time it goes up, you just move your SL. Really, just move it and stuff. But if you already have your confirmation that it's going to go up, you don't really have to move your. You could just move your SL to entry now. Like just move your SL to entry and just leave it there and see what it does. Because now it's a carefree trade. Now even if it goes back to your entry, it'll take you out at zero, not negative. So you just break even. But it could if you already confirmed that that's on support, then you could just hold that and just see what it do. But always be cautious of getting out at that resistance because you don't want to be too greedy. You don't want to just be out because everybody wants to know how to get in a trade, but the most important thing about trading is getting out because at the end of the day, the money is not yours till it's actually in your bank account. So it's not like you making all this money in the market, but you have to be cautious. Like be like, all right, this is not mine yet till I actually withdraw it. Like that's when the money is actually yours. You feel me? Like your money is really not safe in a trading account. The longer you keep your money inside a trading account, the unsafe it gets because you're gonna wanna trade at one point. If you keep seeing money growing, you're gonna want to go big lots, and then boom, you take out your account. You have to always secure your profit. That's why I always do weekly withdrawals, so I could have money for next week or money like for the weekend or something. So I could secure my profit, so I could restart next week. I start over at where I started at. You know what I mean? So be cautious of that. Like the money's not yours till you actually withdraw it. So getting out of trade is where, and you can't withdraw if you in a trade. So you can't really, you have to be out your trades to get out to withdraw your profit. I said UJ. I said UJ's really not doing much right now. UJ just you see how she just went up. But UJ's was in a buy trend all week. So it's actually getting close to resistance, but it's not safe to get in any trades right now for UJ till it actually gets back up here, which will be like next week or probably next week Monday, Tuesday to um to get in that and see if because it could possibly break this and continue the uptrend, or it could retrace here, but you can't really determine that at the moment. That answers your question on UJ. That what I said, UJ could possibly retest at this resistance right here. So that's what I got for UJ. But this one when I was about to be over. If anybody have any more questions so far, I'm about to end it here. It's this webinar was recorded, so we're gonna be sending that out before the day's done. And for those who came late or something, y'all could go over that. So you're welcome. Welcome. Everybody has a great weekend, and July 4th is next week, so don't turn up too much. Even in our holidays, I still I still want to trade. It's like my best holiday. Every day is a holiday for me when markets open. But happy 4th of July to everybody, and take care. Be safe out there. The next webinar is on Sunday. It'll be actually a live webinar on Facebook. Jack Fadul's Facebook. Y'all could, if y'all don't follow him yet, y'all could go follow him. That's Jack. Y'all could just go on the webinar. It'll be live on his Facebook, and it'll be sent in the group chat if y'all want to get in. So yeah, the next webinar is at Sunday 9 p.m. and it's recorded. So if you can't make it, then it's also recorded. So if you can't make it at that time, then we always send the recording after. All right, everybody have a great day.